Oh, I see my wife. Hi. Well, good morning again, everybody. Because these are my final remarks as president, and it's been an honor, an absolute honor, I figured I might as well wake you up, and I'll break out the now famous Jimi Hendrix shirt. Make sure everybody's awake. You got your glasses on, Mike? There we go. In Newfoundland, I really disturbed them with this shirt, I'll tell you that. They didn't look so well. Being a Quebecer, I'll of course be going back and forth between English and Français. So you might want to put on your earphones. I want to make sure that translators earn their keep. It's an absolute pleasure to see you all again here in beautiful Calgary, Alberta. What a great place. Hey, how about a hand for Calgary? When I started here at FCM, and you saw I got a certificate for 15 years, and now they're just trying to get me out of here, but it was 2009. I had two questions. I said, the first one was, is the FCM interested in a small community like mine? Et pourquoi il y a si peu de Québécois autour de la table? And over the years, both questions were answered. I can give you my word of honor. FCM works on behalf of all of us, every municipality and local government. Whether you're northern or rural, small town or big city, FCM has your back. Thank you, Carol. Pour les Québécois, les Québécoises, je suis fier que le Québec s'implique de plus en plus à l'FCM et que le nombre de membres québécois continue d'augmenter année en année. Cette année, c'est une des plus grandes délégations québécoises de l'histoire de l'FCM. Bravo le Québec. When I took on the presidency in Toronto last year, the federal government was talking about housing, but just housing. Not a lot about infrastructure funding to meet the needs of a growing country or how to improve the quality of life of all Canadians in their home communities. Well, let me tell you, the FCM team went to work. Our incredible CEO, Carol, her dedicated professional staff provided every tool the board of directors needed to secure big victories for Canada's municipalities and our residents. Thank you. It's been, for me, an absolute pleasure to work with the FCM staff. They've been absolutely incredible. We went from the federal government not talking about infrastructure to an announcement of $6 billion with the newly announced Canada Housing Infrastructure Fund. On top of that, we've seen major new funds announced to help support what? They put a timer on me? Oh, they should know better than that. Well, now I'm going to string it out. Oh, you poor buggers. On top of that, we've seen major new funds announced to help support affordable housing and tackle homelessness. We've secured another $400 million for the new Housing Accelerator Fund. Not to mention new programs for the Green Municipal Fund that will help our communities withstand climate change, like the Growing Canada's Canopies program. We've also pushed back against the planned changes to the Canada Community Building Fund and stood up for keeping that fund predictable and flexible so that it can be used to keep our vital community buildings, facilities, and roads in good repair. It's $2.4 billion for our municipalities across the country that was about to disappear, but we fought hard and we kept it. So great job, Carol. Great job for all the staff. Our CEO's report, Carol's report, will focus on some of the fundamental developments, but before Carol gets to talk to you, I'd like to thank her so much and her team for the work they've done to promote a new municipal growth framework. At first, the federal government didn't even know what we were talking about. But now, some federal ministers are publicly expressing how important this new framework could be for our country. Now the push is on. The push is on for a federal commitment, a fall economic statement to bring all orders of government together on this. We've laid out just how we can do this in our new advocacy paper that we launched Thursday. You know, Canada's municipalities have been maintaining 60% of the country's infrastructure with only 8 to 10 cents of the tax dollar. And that cannot continue. For Canada's growth to be successful, a new fiscal framework that grows with Canada's economy needs to be established. C'est une priorité pour l'FCM, nos municipalités et les Canadiens et Canadiens d'un océan à l'autre. Nous avons travaillé avec des associations provinciales, territoriales, des partis fédéraux, des universitaires, des experts en matière de logement et de finances. Et nous avons fait des vrais gains pour le milieu municipal et j'en suis fier. Before I go further, oh God. Okay, I'm going to try not to cry. Every time. She's the person who brings me up when I'm down, and she inspires me, and she makes me a better me. It's my beautiful bride, Aggie. She traveled with me quite a bit across the country, and it was incredible. Aggie, say hi to my friends. Where are you, my love? Oh, there you are. Say hi to my friends. No, we decided together that if I was going to be president of FCM, the only way to do it properly was to be to visit as many of you as I could in your hometowns. And she let me do it, and she came with me a lot of times. So I can just tell you, you've inspired me. Everywhere I went across our incredible country, I was inspired. You're magnificent. You really are. You're Canada's true leaders. You unite. You don't divide. You work hard and give of yourselves every day with one goal in mind, to improve the quality of life of the people you represent. You're incredible. Thank you. Together, our members represent over 90% of the Canadian population. Think about it. We represent 90% of Canadians. It's hard for the feds to ignore us at this point. So if there's, So if there's one thing you can do for me, just one thing, be proud of the work you do. You're the government of proximity. And Canada would not be the country it is without your leadership on the ground. I'm not just proud of you, I'm proud to be one of you. On that note, I'd encourage you to look at the FCM Trailblazer program on our website when you get a chance. That's where FCM has highlighted some of our great local leaders, like many of you in the room, so that way everyone can see you. J'ai commencé cette aventure il y a 1 an, vous étiez mes collègues et aujourd'hui vous êtes mes amis. J'aimerais remercier notre conseil d'administration, vous êtes formidables. Pour Jeff, Rebecca, Tim et Tanine, merci pour votre soutien et votre dévouement. Les municipalités du Canada sont entre de bonnes mains. J'aimerais vous dire que le nouveau président, I have to be nice to Jeff right now, c'est un homme de classe, loyal et dévoué. En français, il y a une expression, c'est un vrai gentilhomme, a true gentleman. J'ai hâte de suivre ses actes. J'ai hâte de suivre ses accomplissements comme président. Je serai évidemment là pour l'appuyer comme président sortant. My thanks also to the PTA presidents who've been enormously helpful to me in this role. I really appreciate everything you've done for me over the last year, and especially from my brother from another mother, Paul McLaughlin. You know, when you got a Quebecer like me and Albertan that work together as well as we do, that's a pretty cool thing. Merci à mes collègues, mes amis de la Fédération québécoise des municipalités et notre président Jacques Demers pour leur appui indéfectible. Le plus important, Et ceux qui sont toujours dans mon cœur, c'est les gens de Gore et d'Argenteuil. Merci pour votre appui depuis 20 ans, votre confiance et surtout votre amitié. C'est un honneur d'être votre maire, votre préfet. Merci. Thank you all so much for this past year. Thank you.